Hi, Principles of Biomedical Science. Today we're going to be working on part 3 of activity 1.1.1. And you're going to be doing 2 pages, and you might want to start with the second prompt. And the reason I say that is because the first prompt that I pasted in there has to do with the second prompt, and I didn't realize it at the time. So do the second prompt. So what it means by at least one of the questions must directly involve the medical condition of the victim is that you have to take into consideration, like, did Anna have any underlying medical conditions or like that caused her death? Did she was it an accident, or was it an actual crime? Did somebody harm her? So just, questions kind of like that. That's what they mean by medical condition of the victim. So I want, instead of a question, I want you to make a statement. Instead of a question of the medical condition, I want you to make a statement of the medical condition. This is my hypothesis. My hypothesis is that Anna, blah, and that was the cause of her death. Okay? So, and then given the second question, given all the information in your evidence log, which I have already provided you with the table, this starts at step 5. And in starts at step 5, and it ends right before the careers in biomedical science. All right. But it tells you in section B how to fill in each column. All right. So instead of a question for the medical side, you can just leave that one blank, and then just use the hypothesis. Okay. Just say for that question, C hypothesis. That you should just either blank or C hypothesis. Either one is acceptable. And then you need to describe some tests that you need to run on the evidence to help evaluate hypotheses. So just look up some forensic tests that they typically use when trying to solve a death, whether or not it's an accident, or there was an underlying medical condition, or if it was a crime. It doesn't matter. So just look up like the typical, initial forensic tests that they do. And so for example, the bugs are there, and I don't know if you knew that, the bugs are there to maybe not only indicate time of death, but also where she may have been before she reached the crime scene. And that's pretty cool. Like, I don't know if you've seen an episode of Bones, but one of the characters is an entomologist, and that's what he does, is he grabs the insects from the body, and he can tell if the body's been moved from one location to another just by the insects that are present on the corpse. So that's pretty cool. You can be as inventive as you want for the tests. I think it would be pretty awesome to see something like that. But I mean, the whole point of this course is to get you thinking critically about what happened. And then the third question is, what preliminary conclusions can you draw from your initial analysis of the scene? And write 3 ideas for what you think might have happened to Anna. Okay. And if you don't have enough space for the third question, you can just duplicate the slide, okay? And post your answers there, the rest of your answers there, and I'll see it. And don't forget that you have to edit it on your copy of the Google of the notebook, and then download it as a PDF and submit it that way. Okay, so you have to edit it here in your copy of the notebook, download as a PDF, submit it into the assignment. Okay, because there will be no notebook in the Google Notebook in the assignment. You should already have a copy. If you have any questions, you can ask them during the conference today while I take attendance. And with that, I am gonna bounce.